I'm here today because Jesus healed me of pancreatic cancer. There had been 5 different specialists that had looked, and they were under the assumption that it was pancreatic cancer. It began in 2009. I had been very sick for October and November, and just stomach problems, stomach hurting, just feel bad all over. Well, it ended up, and I had several tests because they thought it was a gallbladder, and they did several peptic scans. And then, anyway, it got so bad the 1st of December. I was scheduled to do another ultrasound on my gallbladder on Monday, but the pain was so bad on Friday night. I was just sat up in bed and told Fred, I said, I can't take this anymore. I have to go to, we're going to have to go to the emergency room. I just couldn't stand it. So when I got there, they took me in, and of course they automatically felt in my stomach and showed them where it was hurting. And they instantly put me on an IV and gave me some pain medicines to ease me down because it was just so intense. And as I lay there, I know, well, they came in and then they scheduled an ultrasound, and then I had to do a CT, and then I had to do blood tests, and then I had to do urine test, all these tests. Well, we kept laying there after they did it thinking they'd come with results, but the whole time that I was laying there on that gurney, I was praying. Everybody was praying, and I was just talking to Jesus, and he kept saying, where's your faith? Where's your faith? Pastor had been talking several Sundays before during this time all about faith. Where's your faith? Do you believe your faith? You have faith, but do you actually believe the word is going to work? So finally Fred went out and asked, we hadn't heard anything. What's going to happen now? And this doctor came in that had looked at all the tests. I think they were really dreading coming in. And he came in and he stood by the bed and he looked at Fred and he looked at me and he said, well, we're going to have to admit you. He said, it just doesn't look good. Everything looks bad. And I just kind of looked at him and thinking, I don't know. And he said, we're thinking it's pancreatic cancer. And the time he was saying this, he kept looking at me, the doctor did, but God was like, I could hear him over here and saying, no, don't believe him, no, don't believe him. And I could hear Jesus talking in my ear that he said, just have faith. And the doctor kept saying, do you understand what I'm saying? I said, I heard what you said. And so then I was admitted to the hospital, and they ran even more tests on me. And the result was that they still needed to do where they go down and take a biopsy of it. And but the guy was not in town that did that. And so they put me in and they give me antibiotics and all that. But the whole time I kept in my mind, I kept saying, God's got this, and I would tell the family, it'll be okay. And so anyway, they ended up sending me to Barnes Hospital to do this biopsy on the specialist that does pancreatic cancer. And and I had told them when I went in, I said, don't tell me the results because I've had this happen. I said, because I talked to you apparently and I remember anything. So I said, tell my husband and my sister-in-law and they'll tell me. And Fred said when they come out, he kept saying, couldn't find nothing. He said there was nothing there to even take a biopsy. So God healed me of that what they thought was pancreatic cancer. And I mean, I had test results, and apparently they did look bad, but by the time I got to St. Louis and to Barnes Hospital, it was all gone. And so, of course, they still didn't believe it. They had to do follow-up tests to make sure. But yes, Jesus did heal me of pancreatic cancer, and I'm a survivor because I would not be here today if it wasn't for Jesus. And I praise Him and I thank Him for the glory and for my miracle. And that is just, it's overwhelming when you actually get a miracle.